many times this season. And look, let's just start off. You never know what day's going to be next. You never know what crap's coming out United next. So Neil Custis in The Sun, who, look, all right, he writes for The Sun, but I've said it for years, he does get information from the club. Man United players are becoming increasingly annoyed by Ronaldo's antics. A number would prefer if he just left rather than the current impasse between player and club go on. So one loss, and we've got the leaks coming out again already. I absolutely cannot believe how badly run this football club is and how nothing has changed at all. It's the worst transfer window we've had in 10 years, quite frankly. We've lost the opening game of the season at Old Trafford at Brighton and we deserve to lose. And all the smiles and positivity in pre-season has disappeared to the same old drop your heads, play shit and blame everybody else. And that's what that is. Like, why would I give a toss, actually? Can I just say this? Why would I give a toss about a current United player's opinion on another Man United player? I don't care whether it's Ronaldo, Rashford, Bruno or whoever. I would not listen to these United players tell me it was sunny outside, I'd get an umbrella. I don't care what you've got to say because I can't trust you. Your opinion means nothing. If a Man United player in that dressing room says to sell Ronaldo, I'd give him a 5-year contract. I'd build a statue. I wouldn't listen to a word they've got to say. They are blame shifters and they played shite on Saturday. What player from that dressing room would you listen to if they knocked on your door and said, we'd like Ronaldo to leave because he's disruptive. It's why we lost to Brighton. Bollocks, you lost to Brighton because you're shit. Get out my office and go and run around the track 10 times and then do 100 press-ups. Because... shut your mouth and focus on your own game. Why would a modern professional footballer for Manchester United be bothered about what Ronaldo's up to? You played crap at the weekend. Focus on your own game and stop blaming other people. And I tell you what, it needs calling out because I'm tired of it. I'm absolutely tired of it. I'm tired of this transfer window. I'm tired of crap football and I'm tired of these players bitching, leaking. Like, I told you. People think it was Lingard and Dean Henderson and Pogba and everyone like that. Well, maybe they did leak, but it wasn't just them if it was them. Like, it was a lot of players and they're still doing it. These players in the United dressing room have got WhatsApp groups with journalists. They've got them on speed dial. It's this easy. I can't find my phone, but it's not that easy for me. But it's this easy. Pretend phone. Such and such journalist for such and such outlet. Yeah, it would be better off if Ronaldo leave. The lads aren't that happy in the dressing room. Bang. Story written. That's how they do it. Simple as that. Simple as that. Line up today. Such and such isn't playing. Can't give the whole team, obviously. Bang. It's as simple as that. And these things are happening all the time. The club know it's happening. You know it's happening. And I'm tired of it. And I'm sure you're tired of it as well. I don't want to be waking up in a morning reading about more dressing room leaks when we've just bloody tried to buy an Artovich and we're about to sign Bloods. There's a story this morning that Arsenal want Tonali. I mean, that I will cry if that happens. Players leaks just helping Glazers spinners again, says Brian. Love the show and your hard work. Whilst the board and the owners are a problem, the biggest problem is the current squad. They have no loyalty to the club, says Div. Welcome to the members club, Karan and John and Nolan. Right, let's get into the show anyway, because there is a story to hit at the start. There's lots to get into today, and I do want to talk about this Glazer out movement because I think it's important that people understand what our position is. Mark, what do you think about Chicharito's comments? Oh, he said he'd come and play for Manchester United for free, but he's too old. Michael Knighton bidding to take over the club. Adrian, tune in on time and you'll get your answer. I'm not going to talk. I think you are doing exactly what Michael Knighton wants. Everybody's talking about Michael Knighton, and I think that's exactly what he wants, and I think that's exactly what happened in the late 80s, doing his keep-ups on the pitch. It was all about him. What I want to know is, Michael Knighton, stop doing interviews, do a fucking press release with who your consortium is, how much money you've got, and what you're going to do. Because ultimately, I and many others do not believe this story at all and actually think it's damaging because it's distracting and could ultimately just be a big PR spin to get himself credibility and try and hope that someone rings him up with 20 billion. And remember, if you want to buy Man United, the Glazers will want about 5 or 6 billion. Because the Chelsea went for what, 3 or 4? So 5 or 6 billion for Man United, right? Then we need a new stadium and we need a load of players. You are going to need to spend about, you're going to have about 7-8 billion pounds in your pocket just to get United up and running again. Somebody said that Sir Jim Ratcliffe's worth is 12 billion. Do you think he wants to give up 75% of his worth on Manchester United? Think about it. Just do quick maths. Manchester United, you need somebody like what Newcastle have got or what Man City and PSG have got. That's what United need. That's what they need. And these consortiums, I'm sure somebody can just about, you know, mortgage themselves up to the hilt and buy Man United from the Glazers, but they won't have any bloody money left and they'll probably have to take a loan out for it as well. So think it through. This is a guy talking on YouTube about a hostile bid and not telling you who's in the consortium. Sorry, I'll focus on other things for the moment. Thank you. If I'm honest, if it's hearing from the players, play better, keep your mouth shut, says Seb Watson. I've been buying Man United stuff every year since 1998, not anymore, says Karan. As bad as Rabiot from Frankie Dio, I think Ten Hag wants players he can get. He can trust them to do what he wants and go back Ollie days with a bit of pressure, says Pushan. Welcome to Members Club, Dave Leeds. So look, the headline I want to talk about is that Man United will spend money over the next few weeks. If you read a lot of what's out there at the moment and speak to people, effectively Man United are desperate, they're panicking, and that they are going to throw money at the problem. They have 70 million for De Jong that may not get spent on De Jong now. So that's 70 million, and it's believed they may have another 30 or 40 if needed. So there's potentially £100 million there for Manchester United to spend. Certainly around, we've certainly got about 50. So there's somewhere between 50 and £100 million for United to potentially spend over the next few weeks, and this is the story that they will try and spend it. The terrifying thing is for me that we're in a desperate phase. I mean, this is like the £1 billion we spent in the last 10 years. We're building a bonfire to throw it on. It's like this is not planned. There's no strategy now. Arnautovic, as we've seen, Rabiot, as we're trying to do. Who knows where we go next? I put this out on Twitter last night. I was looking at a website which gives you a list of players who have got 1 year left on their deal. It's well worth looking at because quite a lot of them we've actually been linked to already. But these are just predictions of players that we could go for in the next few weeks because we're really desperate. Thuram, Traore, Moussa Dembele, Diaz at Blackburn. I mean, I'm not saying we will go for those, but it's a bit like guess the player that we're going to desperately try and sign again. And I think that's where we're at now. There is money there to be spent. They haven't got Anthony. They haven't got Nunez. They haven't got De Jong. We have got money.